This video was created by VinylicPuma of VinylicPumaGaming.
So a couple of days ago, I went over what I think are the best ammo types for ballistic type weapons in Fallout 4. Today I'm going to be going over the best energy ammo types available to the player in Fallout 4. And like last time, we're doing this all based on a damage to purchase value ratio, and we're going to be basing our purchase values on a character with 11 charisma, as this more closely reflects each ammo type's actual listed value. So for example, a plasma cartridge would cost 6 bottle caps on a character with 11 charisma, but the actual in-game listed value for a plasma cartridge is 5 bottle caps. Like last time, we will be evaluating each ammo type again based on a damage to purchase value ratio. So in other words, we're going to be grading each ammo based on its potential damage per bottle cap spent. When compared to ballistic ammo types, overall, energy ammo types are both considerably worse on the low end and considerably better on the high end, depending on which ammo you choose to buy. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the top 8 worst to best energy ammo types in Fallout 4. Number 8. Cryocells. While the Cryolator is a good weapon, its ammo is extremely expensive and provides one of the worst damage per bottle cap spent values for any ammo type currently available to the player. This is mostly due to the relatively low damage of the Cryolator, and Cryocells being both extremely expensive and extremely rare when compared to many other ammo types in the game. Assuming Cryocells cost about 13 bottle caps per cell, Cryocells have a damage to purchase value ratio of 1.53 to 3.08 damage per bottle cap spent. The stock Cryolator is about on par with the Flamer in terms of damage, yet it has ammo that costs 13 times as much what the Flamer fuel costs. The fully upgraded Cryolator with the crystallizing barrel fares considerably better, but still doesn't deal considerably more damage to justify the high costs of Cryocell ammo. I would recommend you try to loot Cryocells instead, as you can occasionally find them on high-level enemies and fire Brigadier Protectrons. Number 7. Fusion Cells. Fusion cells are most likely the first type of energy weapon ammo that you encounter in Fallout 4. They can be used on a wide variety of weapons, including pre-war laser pistols and rifles, laser muskets, Institute laser pistols and rifles, and even modified versions of the alien blaster pistol. Provided a fusion cell costs 4 bottle caps per cell, fusion cells have a damage to purchase value ratio of anywhere between 1.75 to 12.5, and even upwards to 18 damage per bottle cap spent. The reason I decided to include 2 different values on the high end is because the pre-war laser pistol and rifle can have the improved long barrel, which fires instantly and always hits for a consistent damage value, so that is what that 12.5 is. And the improved sniper barrel can hit considerably harder, but has to charge for a couple of seconds first in order to hit its maximum damage potential. And that would be the pre-war laser pistol or rifle, again, with the improved sniper barrel. I'd say while fusion cells are pretty cheap, you're probably better off saving your bottle caps. I guess if you are in a pinch and your laser pistol or rifle is your main weapon, I'd definitely say you probably should spring for it, but otherwise, save your bottle caps. Number 6. 2mm Electromagnetic Cartridges. 2mm electromagnetic cartridges are used in Gauss rifles only. The Gauss rifle is really powerful, and like other sniper-type weapons like hunting rifles, can be suppressed for relatively long-range stealth kills. You also have the ability to charge shots for even more damage. 2mm electromagnetic cartridges cost 13 bottle caps per cartridge and have a damage to purchase value ratio of 8.46 to 14.77 damage per bottle cap spent. Both of these damage to purchase value ratio numbers on the low end and high end compare with the 308 caliber from my top 10 worst to best ballistic ammo types video. The kicker here, though, is that you're getting considerably more damage with the Gauss rifle, which in my mind makes it a much better investment for your bottle caps. overall, I think I can recommend that you buy electromagnetic cartridges. While they're not the most ideal ammo type to purchase because they're just expensive, the Gauss rifle does deal a lot of damage, and it's also dealing a lot of damage considering its relatively low weight and would be perfect for any stealth type character that is invested in the rifleman perk. Number 5, Gamma Rounds. Gamma rounds are only used in the Gamma Gun pistol. The Gamma Gun is a great weapon with one of the highest damage to weight ratios in Fallout 4. Gamma Guns also have an impressive amount of weapon modifications that can change the way that the entire gun functions. It's also one of the 2 weapon types that has unique weapon modifications, both being the Zeta Barrel and the Lorenzo's Artifact. Provided Gamma rounds cost 13 bottle caps per round, Gamma rounds have a damage to purchase value ratio of 8.46 to 15.38 damage per bottle cap spent. This is slightly more than the Gauss rifle and wouldn't be enough for me to advise you to not buy 2mm electromagnetic cartridges entirely. This is mostly because the considerable bulk of the damage being dealt here is radiation damage as opposed to either energy or ballistic type damage. Now, overall, the Gamma Gun is a great weapon with decently priced ammunition for the radiation damage that it deals. One of the highest damage to weight ratios in the game, and a fair amount of customizations through various unique and non-unique weapon mods that are available to the player. Number 4, Plasma Cartridges. Now I know I've been going on about how plasma weapons are probably one of the best weapon types when it comes to versatility and just raw power. There are plasma pistols, plasma shotguns, plasma sniper rifles, and even bizarre flamer conversions for plasma weapons. Plasma cartridges are also a great value for your money, provided you do decide to purchase them. Assuming plasma cartridges cost 6 bottle caps per cartridge, plasma cartridges have a damage to purchase value ratio of anywhere between 4 to 20 damage per bottle cap spent. The lowest value in this case is unfortunately the plasma flamer, while the highest value goes to the plasma sniper pistol or rifle variant. Plasma cartridges are a worthy investment thanks to their high damage per bottle cap spent potential, and particularly if you're going to be using the sniper barrel. Number 3, the Flamer Fuel. For me, this entry is sort of funny as I've made rant videos in the past discussing how the Flamer and Napalmer are pretty terrible weapons. While I still think that the Flamer and Napalmer are still both very lacking in the damage department, the ammo is relatively cheap to purchase, and if you go to Saugus Ironworks, the ammo there is extremely plentiful as everyone and their brother is using a Flamer. Assuming Flamer Fuel costs 1 bottle cap per unit, Flamer Fuel has a damage to purchase value ratio of 12 to 20 damage per bottle cap spent. To give you an idea, this is roughly on par with 38 caliber ammunition and 5mm ammunition before those weapons are upgraded to considerable levels. It's also worth mentioning that plasma cartridges and Flamer Fuel have the same 20 damage per bottle cap spent value on both of their high ends, though I would still recommend you purchase plasma cartridges over Flamer Fuel simply because you're going to be dealing more damage. Again, while you won't be dealing insane amount of damage with the Flamer and the Napalmer, ammo for both weapons is fairly cheap, and assuming you can get a wounding Flamer, I would say the bottle cap investment would be worth it, as the bleed damage alone would make up for the relatively low damage output of both the Flamer and the Napalmer. Number 2, Alien Blaster Rounds. Provided you could actually buy Alien Blaster Rounds from a vendor in-game, this would actually be one of the best values for your bottle caps. Unfortunately, Alien Blaster Rounds are only acquired one time, and are acquired at the same time you receive the Alien Blaster Pistol. Specifically, there are only 458 to 500 Alien Blaster rounds in Fallout 4 that you can obtain legitimately. Alien Blaster rounds are valued in-game at 1 bottle cap per round. Assuming you could purchase these from a vendor, Alien Blaster rounds would have a damage to purchase value ratio of 50, or 50 damage per bottle cap spent. So alien blaster rounds would cost the same as 5mm ammo, 38 caliber ammo, even flamer fuel, while providing double or even quadruple the damage per bottle cap. The only real downside to the alien blaster pistol itself is that the projectiles do move relatively slowly when compared to other weapons of both the ballistic and energy variety. That said, this is still better ammo than many of the other ammo types on this list. And finally, number 1, fusion cores. So fusion cores are considerably different from any other ammo type that we've encountered in Fallout 4 so far. Each fresh fusion core can contain up to 500 individual shots for the Gatling laser, and depending on weapon upgrades, you're getting anywhere from 14 to 66 damage per shot. Assuming that a fusion core costs 258 bottle caps to purchase, and you will get 500 shots out of it, we can conclude that each shot costs exactly 0.516 bottle caps, or just over half a bottle cap. Now, if you divide each damage value by the cost per shot, which is 0.516, you will get the damage to purchase value ratio, which is 27.13 to 127.91 damage per bottle cap spent. You can double check my math by taking each damage value, multiplying it by 500, which is the number of shots, and then dividing it by 258, which is the price of a fusion core, to get each value. To put this in perspective, you're getting the same damage per purchase value as the 38 caliber round on its own high end, and you're also exceeding the damage to purchase value of the railway spikes, also on its high end. Keep in mind, both of these values are before your character has the heavy gunner perk, meaning that you can get the damage per bottle clip spent values even higher at both 54.26 and 255.81 respectively. This of course would make fusion cores the best value for your bottle cap spent in the entire game. Anyway guys, that's going to pretty much wrap up this particular video. I didn't realize that fusion cores were going to have like a landslide victory like this. But otherwise, it is pretty cool. If you did like this video, please be sure to leave a like. And as always, take care and I'll see y'all next time.